Hello, everybody. Thank you very much, Jeff, for that introduction. Indeed, we can put you, certainly have you up to become a character in the near future. So delighted to be talking about Hour One and digital humans as store associates. Now, this might seem a little bit left field as a topic, what have digital humans got to do with retail? But as I hope you'll see as we go along, that there is quite a bit of relevance, and it ties in nicely to some of the previous talks, especially the one from Microsoft earlier, which kind of pointed out some friction in the e-commerce journey, which often falls down at the point of consumer experience. So just quickly, who are we? We are a small team, a startup with R&D based in Tel Aviv, and business based in New York, which is the part that I lead. And we are serving customers in the US and globally. And actually today in the chat supporting all of us, we have Oren, who is our co-founder and CEO. So you can ask him all the difficult questions as well as we go along. So first of all, what are digital humans as Hour One has concocted them? And first of all, I will say that they are actually based on real human beings. There are humans behind our digital humans. However, what you see is completely generated by AI. And rather than have me kind of belabor the description, why don't we have our first video, which will feature two of our characters introducing themselves and Hour One.
Have you heard about synthetic characters made by artificial intelligence featuring real people? More than likely you haven't yet, since it just became possible. AI-generated video is a powerful way of communicating with customers in a personal, engaging, and cost-effective way. What's even crazier is that Hour One has built a platform so you can start doing that today. Want to give it a go? I will be happy to assist. And yes, of course, I am a synthetic character as well.
Great. So hopefully that video gave you a bit of a flavor of our characters, and I can explain a little bit further what's happening there. So these are two characters on our platform who are available for hire immediately. They are also based on real human beings, and what we do is we create a digital double of these humans who license their likeness so that retailers, businesses can borrow them to feature them in their product listings and sales materials and on the e-commerce platforms. And these real people behind the characters actually get a micropayment when their likeness gets used by businesses. So in a way, we're kind of an extension of the gig economy. So our characters are so human that they pass a version of the Turing Test. So we're just going to play this quick video, and you can guess which ones are real and which ones are digital. So half of them are actually real capture and half of them are actually digital capture. So you can write in the comments if you've got any good guesses, but you should see which ones are revealed as real in a moment. So what is the point in wanting to make these characters as real as possible? It's because of the problem that we aim to solve. And this is a point that has been addressed in previous conversations already today, that customer experience when it comes to e-commerce is really lacking. And this is incredibly important, especially as we find ourselves in an all digital landscape where we cannot rely as much on an omni-channel experience and where we need to improve our digital experience so that it is accounting for some of the in-person store assistant experiences that you would have in a store. So there is a need and a desire for accelerated digital transformation and advanced user experience when it comes to digital and e-commerce. We know that personalization is key to eliminating a lot of the embarrassment of choice and a lot of the friction in the consumer journey. But it's really hard, typically, and expensive to produce and scale a personalized video. There is an increasing need for human connection as we seek to replicate the person-to-person in-store experience, and it's now more urgent than ever, but even harder still to execute and maintain. So we believe that we're building a solution to this problem, which is human engagement at scale. So how do we do that? We make it super easy to create human-centric video and to make it scalable and cost-effective. And we do it entirely remotely using AI. So once we've got a little bit of footage of the real person, the real characters on our platform, we can then update content, create new content sort of endlessly using our AI. So there's no need to gather a crew or gather in a studio or even set foot on location. We make it really personable and professional. As I mentioned, our characters are actually based on humans. And as you can see from our Turing test, we're always striving to give them the most human likeness possible so that they can be very relatable to our customers. And they're always consistently on brand. They're always available, and they have no bad hair days, which is a plus on us real humans. So what do? We are a digital human platform enabling one-to-one communication at scale. So we do actually work with a number of different verticals, but retail and e-commerce marketplaces are a huge opportunity. And we think that there is a lot of opportunity to upgrade those experiences. Oh, I thought that I was doing. I apologize. I am going to just share my screen here. Okay. Great. So I understand that I have been presenting without a presentation, but hopefully it's all been quite clear so far. So how does it all work? It works very simply. So once we have these digital humans or synthetic characters, as we call them, what customers do is they just need to submit batches of text and to our platform, and we convert those batches of text into video presented by the synthetic characters or the digital humans of choice. And I should also explain that customers can pick from an array of digital humans who are already on our platform and are ready to go. There's also possibilities to bring your own human to the platform, and we can capture them if that is a need. So we convert huge batches of text, sometimes in the order of thousands a week, into individual videos that can fit every a video for every product message, for every target audience. We truly specialize in speed and scale and efficiency of creating these premium videos. So I've sort of talked a lot about how human our characters are, and that is really important because there are human cues that enable better communication. Just the nature of feeling like you're being communicated with, communicated to by a human being is really important. However, we also at the same time appreciate that we have a huge responsibility in launching this emerging technology to market. And we really want to signal that the video is synthetic. So we use a watermark, which is unbranded, altered visuals, which appears in all of our videos that are used commercially, just to signpost that that video has been synthesized. And we believe it doesn't take away from the experience at all, because the experience is improved by the very nature of there being a more personalized, human and engaging experience that we know that customers appreciate. So let's jump into a couple of examples in retail and how we're using our synthetic characters. So here is one video.
Toshiba Fire TV Edition, a smarter TV, is finally here. Toshiba HD Smart TV is a new generation of television featuring the Fire TV experience built in and includes a voice remote with Alexa. Toshiba delivers a superior TV experience that gets smarter every day and access to all the movies and TV shows you love. The voice remote with Alexa lets you do everything you'd expect from a remote, plus search for titles, play music, switch inputs, control smart home devices, and more using just your voice. Smart but simple in every way. Just plug it in, connect to Wi-Fi, and enjoy.
Great. So what you saw in that video is basically a presentation of that Toshiba Fire TV Edition. So normally you would just see a usual product listing, which is text, bullet points, quite a lot of information. It's quite difficult to process, along with some static imagery. What we did in this case is we ingested all of that information from the product page and we converted that into video presented by a synthetic character to provide an experience that is more informative and more engaging than the usual. So that's one example in the electronic space. We'd also like to show you a video for an automotive use case.
The 2018 Civic carries over unchanged from last year's model. For 2017, the Civic Si returned after a 2-year hiatus following on the heels of Honda's complete redesign of the Civic for the 2016 model year. Noteworthy changes include the ousting of the VTEC, the addition of turbo, and the expansion of interior room. It has great acceleration thanks to a turbocharged motor with more readily available torque. Superb handling makes the Ci a genuine pleasure to drive, and it has stellar fuel mileage for a car this fun. That said, it has limited adjustability in seats, and awkward pedal positioning makes it less comfortable for long trips, and its excessively light clutch takes some getting used to.
Great, and so that's an example of how we have grabbed the content, the text-based and image-based content, again, from a product listing and converted that into video. And we can do this at enormous scale. As I kind of mentioned before, we are producing, in some cases, thousands of individual videos like this per week on behalf of customers. So it's a capability that we believe hasn't been possible before. You wouldn't think that you could have a video presentation by a spokesperson for these types of scenarios. I should also say that we're demoing it in this case with one character. You can also pick from an array of characters to have a diverse representation of different characters to meet your consumers where they are and to connect with them in the most relatable way. So we're actually in market right now and have been for the last 9 months with a used car marketplace. And I won't play this video as well because we just saw an automotive video. But what we're finding in this space is that actually our videos are driving ROI at quite a staggering, by quite a staggering incremental. So in this case, the customer is seeing a 2.5x multiple on listings that have our video. So we're really here in the business of creating a better customer experience, but then also better performance on behalf of our customers. So last video of the day from me, just to show you, we actually can also personalize videos for different languages. So we serve a global market, and we can also customize videos for like Hispanic consumers based in the US. We're very flexible in that respect. And we'll just play this video just to show you this synthetic character. She does not speak German in real life, but she is speaking German here. And this is a demo that we did for H&M.
Hallo, ich zeige euch heute meine Lieblinge von der aktuellen H&M-Kollektion. Der Frühling ist da und bald beginnt die Festivalsaison. H&M hat hierfür zusammen mit der US-amerikanischen Sängerin Civic Si eine limitierte Festivalkollektion entworfen. Farblich stechen vor allem die roten Kollektionsteile raus, welche mit ausgefallenen Schnitten und sanften Materialien ideal geeignet sind, um auf dem Festivalgelände aufzufallen.
Great. So what's next at Hour One? What can you expect from us? Well, we're in the process of creating thousands of characters and a pretty diverse range of characters that you can just go onto the platform and select from, and they're ready to go. And we're actually launching a mobile app to make capture really easy. And this is something that Jeff, I think, was referring to. He's in the queue to be captured as a character via the mobile app, which will launch later this year. And more character development, so more body capture, more emotion, more movement, and also more personalization through new frameworks, such as conversational frameworks as well. You can also expect enormous speed and scale. So our video production window is shrinking all the time, and increased scale as well. So that is everything from me. Thank you very much for spending the time to listen.